Welcome to my show, my podcast, Showtime at the office. So, I was preparing this topic is why voting is so important. And in my research, I came across um, which perhaps might be the reason that Trump is doing so much of the thing that he's doing, right? But this is a agenda, right? Um, we know, many people might call him, not too smart, but I really believe that this was pre-calculated. Everything that they're doing with the immigrant and the the way that they're so eager to just deport people and all this birthright citizen, denaturalization. Um, when you look in deeper, um, you open your eyes, you see it had to do with voting right? I mean, not voting right, but mostly, um, I think they're scared that they are becoming the minority, right? You mean, like Trump base, right? A Republican base, right? Now they say it's really his base now, right? Um, that I really believe that, you know, um, this had to do with it, right? So let's go down a few things, right? First, they were trying to weaken the voting right? For many of you don't know the voting right 1965, which give everyone equal opportunity to vote and also to kind of like protect their right because they were uh, mostly the Republican were coming up with things uh, to set barrier for people not to vote, right? Um, no, I don't want to say just Republican, but many people that didn't want black and brown people to vote, right? So one of the things that was done most um, recently was the Supreme Court decision in 2013, Shelby County versus Holder, right? That decision took away the pre-clearance formula. What is the pre-clearance formula? So it was almost like oversight. Um, they had set like an oversight for many state and locality that have a history of being discriminate, racially discriminatory voting practice, right? To submit any change in the election law, right? So, with the Supreme Court decision in 2013, Shelby County versus Holder, they took that away, right? And then the next thing too, they were supposed to, I believe, renew the Voting Right Act. Um, I'm not sure they did, but beside that, the next thing that they was doing before that was, or they're still doing, which is redistricting, right? You guys heard of the gerrymandering law, where the way that they kind of they withdraw the map, right? Is the process of withdrawing the boundary of electoral district. So to make it how you call it, so when people vote in that district that favor one party, one particular party, so it's like a way to mess up with the voting, right? But in a way, kind of like a legal way, right? So that's the thing that they've been doing. But now they know that black and brown people, especially people that's immigrating from other country, eventually gonna become citizen. Those people gonna vote mainly for Democrat, right? I really believe it got this been there, but it got more serious after Obama won. Like they didn't want another black president to win, or any minority person to win. So to speak up for you guys. That's why I'm like, is why is voting so important, right? We did a podcast yesterday in Creole, and and then I was telling my coach why voting is so important. He's like, voting is not important, and so on. Or it doesn't matter if you vote because they're gonna decide anyway who they want to put, as president, as congressman, as senator. But if that was so, right? If it was so plain and clear, right? Plain cut, they would not really spend so much money in doing those things that I'm going to, right? Weakening the voting right, redistricting, attacking immigrant, right? Deporting immigrant. The next one they're trying to do is denaturalize people that are citizen, right? That's why they come up with the birthright citizenship, um, or sending you, deporting people to other country, right? And without giving them the right to a hearing, to a fair trial. All this had to do with eliminate the competition, right? Which is they want to stay the majority. The Republican base want to stay on top. They don't want to how you call it, they don't want to become the minority, right? Because as they say, volume or the numbers, in numbers you find force, right? And they've been doing that, whether they kind of like have us go against each other. That's one way to divide us, right? If they could divide you, they will conquer. If they could eliminate the number, they're gonna conquer. So you guys open your eyes. Some of you guys don't even, now you have the right to vote, you don't even vote. So, eventually all those rights that our forefather fought for, is gonna be diminishing. You know, I think this generation we need to get up and fight. We need to get up and fight, speak up, and then and remember, if they attack one of us, whether it's the Haitian they're after right now, eventually they're gonna go after, they after the first they started with the Spanish, then they went to the Haitian, then they attacked the Chinese people. I mean, before the Haitian, the Chinese people. Now they're attacking, African American. Is coming to, coming after one by one, after us, all of us. Speak up, just like Pastor Gregory say in his sermon. Speak up that with the numbers we're gonna have force, but if if you didn't speak up for somebody else while they were attacking them, don't expect anybody to speak up for you when they come after you. All right, God bless.